Yeah, that's a bit of an issue here. I mean, you're really relying on what? Scatter the Weak, and this is kind of the issue with the Zehen that I was talking about earlier. Freeze here. Pyjamas hovering around mid. Can he find a hook?
Play. Scout of the Week is there. That makes the hook very
Nice.
easy. No ignite, but he flashes
no.
the play, and the auto for Pyjamas is there. It's first blood going over to him, and a nice sidestep on top of it. Guwon coming through.
You have mid prior here for Care, so can rotate over to these grubs. Dragon will be secured pretty much for free by EDG. Guwon walking over to these grubs now, and looks like unless NIP make a big mistake in mid here, it should be grubs over to NIP. However, EDG barreling over. They don't want to give these up.
Yeah, they want the fight for sure. Zhuo's going to land a hook onto Angel. It's perfect, but guess what? Ori got caught too. Shockwave lands onto two, and Guwon is starting to rip him apart. Public execution straight onto Leave, and he will fall. Xiaohao's forced to flash. Pyjamas trying to retreat, but it's the feat of warfare for NIP, and they're still looking for more. Zhuo with the heal, the knock up, and ZDZ. Grim Deliverance lands, but he can't stack up his passive. The Dark Passage will allow him to leave, and another nice sidestep from Pyjamas, but it is a one fight for NIP. It's like they will try to pick up these grubs. No response here for NIP.
I mean, everyone's bruised. You know, you've got no flash cleanse on Awesome, who's just coming out of base now. You've still got, like, flashes across the board for EDG down, but they're around the objective first, obviously, because it's the Baron Pit. Some of these camps getting picked up, so that gold leads a bit more now, but so close in this early game. This is a breakout fight, though.
Oh,
if
EDG got hooked,
lose here,
immediately getting bursted out. He's in trouble. Shockwave going down, but Pyjamas is dead. He does have the redemption in the back pocket if he wants to use it, and it looks like he will. And it will top everybody off. Care gets traded out.
Of these really crucial ults, we have no ult on Aphelios, no ult on Syndra, no ult on Aatrox, and we just want to go back to some farming.
Okay, hold on. All out, used. Grim Deliverance going to land, but ZDZ, this is not a fight that you're going to win against the Thornmail. Angel and Xiaohao coming in to save the day, and they do. The kill going to Angel.
This should be a trade. Like, you'd love to see NIP on the bot side of the map here taking this dragon, and that has been pinged out, but so far EDG just getting the tower for free, and no answer from NIP. A little bit of an invade, but they could answer this Drake, but pathing topside seems they're aware. NIP are going to take this. We just want to get some gold on our mid laner and give over the dragon.
It's so hard for NIP to be snappy on that because Guwon wants to secure his topside.
It felt like EDG were going to be the ones to start up the Rift Herald. They came out topside, but watch this hook. Oh, just miss. TP in, though.
We have Zehen TPing behind. Angel, Scout of the Week, lands flash hook, lands onto the Blitzcrank, but here's Guwon. Shockwave lands onto two as they're chopping down Xiaohao. All out, takes him out, but the turnaround's onto Zhuo. He will fall. CDZ, the Grim Deliverance lands on nobody, and he's forced to flash away. Hoya's all out is running out soon. The dust settles. The Herald going to EDG in the back pocket of Leave.
And Dragon is in a minute, so have enough time to get, you know, full boots maybe, or some more components. Break open this mid tower if need be, and that will be the option here. As
looking to probably land a hook onto somebody. Angel can't keep him away as this Dragon
is misses.
Very low and will be secured for the side of EDG. And now they might look for a re-engage here. Angel trying to set up good ball control coming out from Care. Just buying spaces. NIP is starting to get into this jungle, trying to push Xiaohao off as the push is now onto the mid lane. As ZDZ is the only one there. Everybody on EDG has to back, so they will pick the dragon, but they will lose the turret in return.
They do also, NIP have control.
Down, Pyjamas forced away by Awesome, who's at level 13 right now. Pretty big on the experience, almost a full level ahead of Leave. That is quite important, especially because Leave has really lived in the late game, right? Yeah, there was. So NIP is going to get here 10,000 HP and dropping rapidly. Teleport going to come in from Hoya. ZDZ waiting for his opportunity. We're going to burger flip the Otacon, baby. It's the LPL, and it wouldn't be without it. Who's going to secure Otacon? 2,000 HP, 1,000 HP, taken by EDG, and here comes the fight. Care with a pretty big move, trying to get as much damage as he can. ZDZ on the back line, but he's caught by Guwon. He's trying to revive, and he will. On the other side, Leave takes out Hoya. Care in trouble. He can't escape. It's a double kill for Leave, and he is running after Guwon. He's got Calibrum, but he will not be able to tag him. A 2-0 for EDG, and they get the objective. And that's something we talked about in the pregame with Zehen, right? Is that Do you have the tools to be able to stop him? Oftentimes, teams are not winning when they are focusing him first, and that's exactly what happened for NIP moments ago. NIP going to take the aggressive route through mid. Public execution on to Leaf. They're trying to get him out of there, but they don't have a way. Shockwave goes down, and they're able to take him out. Guwon, low but still alive, and look who's in the middle of the fight. Coming through, Grim Deliverance will take out Guwon. Shuo off to the side, has nowhere to go. Hoya's an all out, but he's all in, and he lost that hand. It's more kills for EDG. Angel flashing forward, trying to finish off Awesome, but he's just out of range, trying to skate around, but Scout of the Week's gonna be up real soon, and he will deem him weak.
You lose Leave, but NIP just can't get the damage across. They're so split up again. And the front line from EDG, these bruisers do so much damage right now with the double sundered Sky. Beautiful team fight from EDG. They lose their AD carry, but they don't slip up at all.
After a rough start.
Yeah, it's ZDZ and Xiaohao this game providing that space and allowing both Leave, but mostly Angel.
So the siege is on. It is so difficult for NIP to try to break this. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Hoya trying to get that turret, but ZDZ takes mid tier 2. Public execution a couple moments ago did not land. So there's no good engage for NIP for the moment as Hoya. And this is not an equitable trade, guys.
No. And it is an objective bounty. That feels good, but you're losing control of the top side. That's important because it's Soul in 1 minute and 50 seconds. They're going to break open this tower eventually. You've got 1 minute left on the Baron. Scout of the Week will hit Zhuo, but the mid wave's being pushed in too. You're losing a lot of map control here for NIP.
And they're just shredding these turrets. Hoya has to recall and has to link up with his team soon. Angel is getting a little low in the mana department. Middle inhibitor will fall. Zhuo still looking for an angle to try to land a hook on anybody. Leave really wants to link up with the rest of his team. He's in a bit of a scary spot. Xiaohao is the one who's hooked, and they're going to go all in trying to take him out. He's going to flash over the wall, but he gets caught with the shockwave, but he's still alive. Paruki and ZDZ trying to do their thing as Angel's ultimate went right onto Guwon, getting him low, but Parukia is caught. They will take the turret, but they will lose their support.
Drake Soul, what he's going to be able to output.
Especially because his build isn't super damage based here. Zhuo tried, but he failed. Public execution went onto Xiaohao as Guwon now needs to fight his way out of the corner. Leave is starting to free hit as EDZ has joined the party and he's ready to go. He forces away Awesome. There's the Grim Deliverance. Guwon's in trouble, getting very low. He falls and Awesome is next on the menu. The shielding's not enough and the revive is there as Care can only run. The dragon has been started by EDG as Angel is looking to finish off. Hoya has gone into melee range of the Cassante and just doesn't give a damn. Zhuo is spotted out. Hook onto Hoya. He will be knocked down as well. And that should cap off the game here for EDG. ZDZ and Xiaohao pushing in with the Infernal Soul at their backs.
Just so much space being created by Z. He TPs into 4 people at the end there. And that'll be the game, Yanni. There's nothing NIP can do about these front lane.
Care will not be able to escape. Zhuo will go down. Guwon will spawn and immediately head back into the fountain. EDG, this game was close for a bit. And then they started pulling away, and they put away NIP in game 1.
Both of these teams here having more of a front-to-back style than kind of the dive that we saw. Both teams can have dive, obviously, the Nocturne.
First opportunity to get on that crab if he wants. He is also heading back. This is just a chess match going back and forth. And it looks like he's not going to go for that crab, but here we go. Zhuo goes in on top of Leave. There's the root. There's the hook, and Xiaohao rewarded for his patience. First blood. Well, quick check-in on some of the carries right now. Leave, especially a large CS lead over Awesome, as Guwon will secure the first grub. Xiaohao is here and waiting. Hook goes down onto Zhuo. Here comes Care. Good bullet time over the top as they will get on top of Misfortune. Leave trying to get away. Will use the barrier, but will not be able to survive as Guan lives through it. Angel wants to go in, but he couldn't land the charm, and he falls next. Paruki is in trouble, but here comes Sion. Choo-choo, but he misses everybody.
Oh, no.
And Awesome's able to clean it up on the backside. Now ZDZ finds himself in the middle of 5. It's a disaster class for EDG as NIP wipe him away.
Nothing's going their way. Leave, no flash from before, not able to get over the wall, so he can't survive. Then Xiaohao just barely can't get Guon on the backside.
Not sure either. This paranoia is back up. So everybody has tools available. Zhuo is still level 5, so he is missing his ultimate. That could be big. Here's that paranoia as they're just going to take out Parukia very quickly, and now they're going to move it over to Leave, who flashes away, but he's got no barrier, and he will fall under his own turret. So the dragon to EDG, but 2 more for NIP.
At Zhuo's positioning, he's ready for a block and this dive. It's coming up.
Zhuo. All right, Parukia, he's a little too far away, and they are going to dive. Angel does not have his ultimate and takes a rock to the face. And now Parukia is caught on an island. He's got to flash away as this turret is heated up. He's trying to do what he can to clear out these minions, but now it's reset, and you know they're going to go in for round 2. It's just a matter of who's going to give their life, trying to get the knock up onto Kara. It's Zhuo, the one who falls. Guan dies too. It's Parukia getting 2 kills in a 4v1.
Yes, it's a double kill for the support. Nautilus likes gold, sure, but he's really full build, basically.
He did say, you know, he had a pretty solid 2025. We thought he would be on the lower end of mid laners over this year, but he ended up being closer to the mid tiers. Parukia's hook does not hit the wall, which means he is going to fall. He goes down. Teleport's going to come in and match each other. Guan's got the shield on. Xiaohao could find himself caught a little bit. He's going to hop over the wall, and they're pouring everything into ZDZ, forcing his flash away. NIP is just too strong right now.
Far.
Say 9?
Confident enough to go 9% win rate, yes, in 11 games.
Oof.
Yeah, but confident enough to go back towards it in a game like this and start the season off pretty strong. Obviously, the game 0.5k up. And this is kind of my concern with Ahri here. It's a champion that doesn't do well in lane against a lot of the mid laners currently.
In the mid lane and take that turret if you want, which it looks like NIP might be trying to do. They are going to drop the Rift Herald, but it looks like they want to move over and make a play. Here we go. We're going to go all the way in on to Angel here. Flicked in, and he's got to ult, but he can't get away. It's a solid bullet time out of Leave. There's that redemption coming down, trying to turn the fight whatever way you can, but Leave is dead, and EDG has to run for the hills, and ZDZ can't get out. It's another winning fight for NIP, a 3-for-1, and they're looking to make it 4 because Care just found Xiaohao.
Damage remaining for NIP, and they clean up.
Picture in picture.
Back in live.
Yeah, Leave is dead again. 0-4-2, as this was not the game for EDG. NIP has been in their face after First Blood went to EDG and has been constantly keeping up the pressure. Mid-tier 2 will fall into you never get a chance to set your feet to really make an impact. I mean, look, he's on 1.5 items. The lights are going to go out. Guan wants to try to find a way.
How do you get in here?
There's that redemption, but doesn't look like that ultimate's going to go down. Here we go. They're going to try to turn on the weak side here. It's Zhuo, who's stunned up and immediately blown up. Now they're going to look to try to find Leave, who's cut off from the rest of his team. Angel goes in, but immediately has to go out. Guan's starting to get very low, but he lives through it, and Hoya's going to get on top of Angel on the other side. Parukia and Xiaohao trying to do what they can. It's a 3v3, but ZDZ's got to flash away as Hoya's pretty damn healthy, and he says, I want more. Otacon trying to help out the side of EDG, but Hoya is chopping down ZDZ. He might be a tall oak tree, but he's knocked down anyway. As the Otacon will be tethered once again by NIP, they will look to secure it.
Zhuo, a mistake in this game. He hasn't really made any so far, but it doesn't matter. NIP all on the same page. We were talking at the start of this series, Yanni, about this being the story of the ADCs, but it actually hasn't been. It's been about these mid laners. In game 1,
yeah, this is a massive lead for them right now. They're going to get their dragon. They're first of the game. We're going to have Baron come up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That might be the last opportunity that EDG will have to try to turn the tide a little bit here, unless he gets at the 6-item mark. And even if you do, it's going to be very difficult to actually survive that long. We're going to wave to this tier 2 turret right now. Awesome. Being well protected. Here's a Weaver's Wall, cutting everybody off. The Supreme Display of Talent doesn't do much. So it is another nice play here for NIP. He hasn't really actively been able to spread it around to his teammates, his main carries. As Ari and his misfortune to combine 0, 9, and 3, not the game for Angel or Leave. It's NIP trying to get into the jungle
TP
here. We have a
behind.
teleport flank coming through. Here we go. Fight breaking out. Lights are out. Who's going to be home? Ari over the wall looking for that charm. Finds Care. Meanwhile, Guan going deep on the other side. Zhuo stunned up. Angel trying to get back with the rest of his team as Guan is dead. Zhuo getting very low, but a good magnet storm as Angel has to try to fight away. But guess who is coming through? It's Hoya in a 3v1 on the backside, just trying to delay and buy time for his team. It is going to be good gold going over to Xiao Hao, and when the dust settles, it is a 2-for-1 in favor of EDG. That you need to take out if you're EDG. Claim that shutdown, but they were just so split, they weren't able to get anything more. And
They call it a bluff, and EDG have to take their base. It'll be 2 dragons apiece now, so pretty even on the objective side, but
you have to think that this game state does favor EDG a little bit because NIP was up so much. And while they're not really closing the gap, it's not as bad as Xiao Hao was forced to flash away, gets pulled in. Supreme Display of Talent's pretty solid. ZDZ's on the back line trying to cause a problem. As Woe's going to fall. There's a bullet time over the top. Care's got to flash away, but he's in danger of going down himself. Knocked up, taken down. This is the fight that EDG wanted. Awesome's in trouble, and he will go down. It's Guwon. It's Hoya versus 4 members of EDG. It's only Hoya left now as Angel and the rest of EDG have wrestled control of this game back into their hands. That is an ace.
NIP plays the slow, methodical, surgical game for so long, and just as they're in a great position, they go way too far, and now EDG, even in gold basically, and after this Baron, EDG are getting Baron in this game, are going to be up gold. And remember, this is crucial because the 2 dragons earlier, EDG will be on the front foot for the first time in this game in a long time. Baron on 5. And look at the summoner spells of NIP2. One chance, and instantly Care and Awesome are dead.
All right, we've got Hoya up on the
LPL
top side
gold
trying
graph.
to take top tier 2. There's a hook coming down on Zhuo. OPLoLReplay maybe have gone a little bit too far, and he's taken down. Zhuo will survive. We got an ultimate out of ZDZ
Double
as well,
TP.
and TP's from behind. This is an absolute disaster. They are going to be able to find the Nocturne, but Hoya is causing problems and Leave is dead. Angel is late to the fight. Kara's gone golden, but it's the only way he could try to save this one. They're able to find a kill, but ZDZ ends up falling. It's Xiao Hao and Angel with the dead body of ZDZ trying to do whatever he can to help. One more charge for Angel, but he looks like he won't be able to get it. Good job there by NIP punishing the over-aggression. Off. Gold leads back with NIP. Here comes the teleport. ZDZ joining the party. Comes the Weaver's Wall. It's going to cut off Xiao Hao from the rest of his team. Angel looking to relink back with his team. He's got his flash available. Dragon down, 4,000 HP. Lights are out. Let's see who's home. They're going to get right on top of Xiao Hao and immediately blow him up, and that means bad news for the side of EDG. They're going to cut and run. ZDZ getting engaged on. Angel hops over the wall, but Awesome is able to mark him. Dragon secured for NIP. It puts them on soul point.
It is also Magnet Storm down for Zhuo, so that's a huge engaged tool on NIP's side that's down, but Blue Orb will be used. How much vision do EDG have left up?
All right, Angel trying to look for his flank. Zhuo is the one who gets hooked. Hoya is charmed up, but they burst out Perukia. Angel chunk. There's a bullet time, but it's not doing as much damage as you'd expect. It chunks everybody. Supreme Display of Talent lands. Xiao Hao on top of Care, trying to finish him off. Backside, Hoya doesn't survive. Care will go golden and live. In the end, it is a 2-for-2.
They know that this is there's a possibility. Instead, they're just going to get some bot control, push out some waves, and maybe, hopefully, for them.
From the time that they got the Baron, they are the ones to start up the Dragon. 8,000 HP pretty immediately. Care shoves in a big mid-wave and is looking for a good angle to split up the team with that Weaver's Wall. 7,000 HP, but it's staying there for the moment. Perukia goes in. Big flash. Bullet time. Immediately gets somebody into GA, and they are surrounding Guwon, but Guwon gets out. Zhuo goes in. Big Magnet Storm. Angel's in trouble. He goes golden, but guess what? EDG's falling apart at the seams. Awesome will fall. The flick is there. Care with a huge fight. Awesome picks up 3, and NIP will force game 3.
They'll get the soul and this second game, Yanni. The wall from Care was great. It split off Xiao Hao so much. Yes, the Supreme Display of Talent was great, but EDG just couldn't pull it together at the end of this second game.
what a, I guess, stabilization here for the side of NIP,
Yeah.
because they were winning and then they were losing, but they managed to go and take the victory that you're going to be protecting with the Galio ultimate. W Nara coming through, Leave trying to show that he is the guy. It's going to be a little bit hard for him to land some of these taunts unless he really firmly gets in there with his Justice Punch, because Jace can be at range, Angel's going to be at range, Leave is going to be at range.
And IP walking in here, getting some deep vision. Are they going to go for an invade? They've got 10 seconds to decide. Looks like right now could get cut off, actually.
Okay, this is very similar to what we saw in game 1 with this sort of invade. Here we go. Taunt coming down on a couple members. Guwan's in a little bit of trouble. Leave is free hitting. He fails his flash. Leave failed his flash. Now the turn is going to be on to Care, who is going to maybe walk out here. He is on the wrong side of the tracks. Meanwhile, Awesome will be able to leave. Angel's the one who gets the kill. It could have been so much better for NIP.
This is just so entertaining to watch these two junglers on the same carry lethality jungler path out and try to outsmart each other.
Okay, there's a Zenith Blade going down here as Awesome's going to be the target. Zhuo trying to move out. Xiao Hao and Angel moving down there, trying to do what they can to get Xiao Hao back in the game. And that's one way to do it. He gets his first kill, and now he's going to want to try to move in. Perukia and moving up to the Dragon will give this away that it's being done.
Yeah, that'll be the Dragon over just because of the public execution used. I mean, right now, with Leona in the top side, who else is able to land onto the back line? No one really. We have that combo that we were talking about earlier in game 1, like NIP's draft better, because of the Rumble and the Galio. I think the taunt into Equalizer is great, but NIP...
Here we go.
Careful.
Zhuo in trouble. Perukia not fooled, and it will be the kill going over to Leave, and Feet of Warfare for EDG. With Hoya up top, Leave hadn't taken his recall yet, so it looks like NIP, good map movements here, will be able to secure away all 3 grubs. Good takeaway for ZDZ. We'll see if Hoya Care get any mileage out of it.
That's terrifying. We're going to go for a dive. This has to work out.
All right, ZDZ on an island. He sees Care. He sees Guwan. Xiao Hao coming through, so is Perukia. He's looking to Hex Flash forward. We're going to find a target on public execution, lands onto Care, and Care has been CC'd. Zhuo is coming through. Pop Blossom is there, but it only lands onto one. Galio on top of a big shockwave coming through from Angel, but he's missing a lot of mana, and it's NIP winning the fight. Angel is caught between a rock and a hard place. He's forced to flash over the wall, and Awesome's going to follow him, but he's not going to be able to clean up these kills. Meanwhile, Xiao Hao, a little ring around the rosy with a flash, means that he is on his way out. It is Zhuo coming through here. He's just got to land this route, and he does. He is the one who claims the kill onto Xiao Hao. NIP, a big infusion of gold in their pockets.
Going on Care, I believe. They could have maybe insta-killed him. That fight doesn't look the same. Maybe they don't get the flash out of Guwan, but the fight looks a little bit more together. EDG, got to be careful here. They look like they're going for a dive.
On an island. Yeah, oh yeah, they're going to... Wait, hold on. He's sliding out. He will finally fall. The turret will fall on top of it. NIP making a very nice team-oriented play.
NIP, a little bit down-tempo here as Shiro will take a base here. I wouldn't be surprised to see NIP just, cut their losses, give up the objectives, and go for Dragon Sacking instead. This is, I feel like I'm correct saying this. I've never before seen a triple Infernal Soul series. We've had 3 Infernal Souls in a row. Someone check if that's allowed.
Shockwave Care. He can't escape. The taunt is out, but Angel wisely standing out of the taunt range. Does not matter. Angel will pick up the kill.
Look at the pathing from NIP. They know this dragon is gone. They're trying to defend the top tower, so the mid tower maybe, but we are going for this top dive.
CDC. In a lot of trouble here. Here comes Zhuo. They're going to drop the Pop Blossom and throw everything at ZDZ and take him out. Meanwhile, we're going really deep. Perukia a little bit too far. They're going to get another charge off of this Rift Herald, and EDG says, thank you, we will take 2. Can't quite find Guwan.
They get a whole lot on the side. Oh, this is a risky TP. Angel has to back away from the tower because Rose behind him.
He's got Shockwave. And see if he wants to use it. There it is, dropping it down, trying
Nice.
to take out Zhuo, but he can't do so, and Hoya is so strong, and Angel just realized that the hard way as he goes down, and now we're teleporting to a destroyed turret. ZDZ in the middle of a 1v4. He finds Hoya, looking for Zhuo next, but can't quite get there. It's Bedlam all over the Rift, J. Beto. Break it down for me.
Going to be a ridiculously hard fight for NIP. The gold lead on Huya, however, has not eased up at all.
Leave a little too far up. And it's a flash for flash, but guess what? He goes down anyway.
That's a huge mistake.
Taking a shock blast to the mouth. ZDZ does have his teleport available. They're clearing out some wards. Peruki is going to walk up. 5,000 HP and dropping Zhao Hao. He's not anywhere nearby. Leaf says, I must start the fight. Peruki goes in on priority target, but Guan is still alive. It allows time for EDG to get in. Meanwhile, Leaf is taking it to Hoya on the side and wins the fight, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Otacon secured for the side of NIP, and they're starting to run over here. Awesome's got a triple kill, and it's going crazy. Zhao Hao is in trouble, running away, will survive, but NIP a huge win.
Time on the clock here. It's Baron spawn. They don't give a damn about
Baron
the dragon.
30.
They're getting
Look
Baron.
at the time, it's Baron 30, baby.
Springs onto EDG. We were talking in the break about giving Zhuo some flowers for his good performance. It's continuing here. This
was seen as not a guy who could really keep up with what they wanted to do, not a guy that could unlock that team. And now here for NIP, this island of misfit toys that has been put together from NIP.
gone onto the same page as they try to break open this bot lane tier 2, this inner turret, as ZDZ will get a top tier 1, but NIP seem unconcerned. They keep mid-prior and they're pushing in for more.
The mirror matches have not gone well for EDG. Guan has a small gold lead and a very pretty scoreline. Awesome after those 3 kills. Now has a gold lead for himself as they are sieging. The bot tier 3 is gone. The inhibitor is exposed.
This is a team that, you know, is a tough matchup for you, but you want to be, you know, contesting first seed, protecting this mid lane inhibitor as NIP finish up the Drake and start moving over.
Turret's going to fall, but they're not going to hold on to it because Zhuo is nearby. A big chunk as the Baron is trying to whittle down NIP. Care
look at
once again
flank.
Trying to come through on the side, on the flank to cut off EDG. ZDZ keeping everybody at arm's length as the rest of EDG is behind the Baron pit. Once again inverted. Need to find a way
There's
back
no wave,
to their
Yanni.
side of the map. And
He's
guess what?
invisible
Angel,
here.
He's got a teleport available. He might have to TP to the wave. Leave already got chunked out. Hoya defended well. ZDZ very low. Another equalizer goes down, and it's Leave and ZDG. The ones getting chunked. Perukia looking to turn around, but ZDZ ran out of space and will finally fall. Meanwhile, NIP head back to the Baron.
NIP with some great use of vision there. Care finds a gap in the vision. The wave was pushed in the top lane, but EDG, they don't want to give this up.
They can't, because if they do, that might just spell doom. Baron resetting as we have Awesome. We're going to take a recall here. Not Awesome, I'm sorry. Leave taking a recall. He's hanging around the back of the pit, but they're going to go all in on him with the Galio on top of it. They found the AD carry for EDG, and it's Awesome, the one getting the kill, as EDG will not have a chance to go for this Baron. They're going to try. They're going to stay in the area. There's a shockwave available for Angel. ZDZ up in 10, but has no teleport.
It's so hard to get in. NIP are just so patient.
EDG, Angel specifically, looking for an opportunity. Zhuo shoved all the way off, but it's another equalizer. Perukia forced away, and Angel and Zhao Hao can't do it. It's Baron secured for NIP and a 7,000 gold lead for them.
It's the patience from NIP. They're so patient. EDG feel the choke on this game.
Yeah, they had to make a play, and it's got to be on to Care. Everybody is thrown at him. They will get him, but that means the middle inhibitor will fall. 24 seconds until this dragon is up. EDG will have a man advantage.
You're still down so much gold.
That may be true, and you may have lost the middle inhibitor, but it does quell the Baron from NIP. They had to take a full recall. Care is dead. They could not secure that objective. If I am EDG, I am more than happy with this trade.
We're back to a very map-focused game. It's a game about map control and vision. No TP wards for NIP to flank with this Galio. Baron has spawned.
Look at Zhuo! Look
at
Zhuo!
big!
He found the carries! Equalizer on top! He takes out Leave and says goodnight to EDG. Teleport coming in. ZDZ in the thick of everybody, but the health
Hold on!
starting to
Hold
get
on!
low, and he's still alive. Angel's gotta go golden.
ZDZ!
Save the game. Xiao Hao over the side as well. Care trying to protect his jungler. ZDZ shields are enough. It's a triple kill
God!
for Care. Xiao Hao is still alive somehow, some way. A 4 for 4, Jay Beto. Both of these objectives are now on the map. Who's going to get Soul? Who's going to get Baron? EDG are the first ones to the Baron. Teleport coming through from Angel. You see Awesome on the way to this dragon right now. Guan is still leaving the base.
no.
Okay, this is going to be Baron secured for EDG, and they said, we're going to go
swap.
topside. We are giving up the dragon. We are looking for the push, the temporary power. EDG says, we need to end the game with this.
Yeah, NIP no. Guwon's not around. EDG secure the Baron, but that is Infernal Soul for NIP. As they push in, they get the mid tower, so the top tower, and ZDZ pushing in the mid lane.
Boy, his equalizers have been pretty damn good this game. He's going to need another one. I really like this angle, especially because Leave is nearby. You can already see he's trying to angle himself a little bit better. He's spotted immediately on top of Leave. He's going to land the taunt. Here we go. Awesome all the way in. Leave gets caught again. He stands tall for a while, but ends up falling. Perukia getting bursted out. Xiao Hao is in, but here comes Care trying to protect his carry. Awesome has to deal with ZDZ, and ZDZ is trying to chop away at him. He's in his Guardian Angel, but it's Xiao Hao taking out a big threat. It's Awesome, the only one alive, but he eats a shock blast. That's it. EDG comes all the way back and wins the set 2-1.
EDG pull it back from the brink. They win an amazing fight. Guwon's dead.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.